Okay, now we'll start with the condition statements. Condition statements under that if, else if, and else is there. So JavaScript is going to be almost similar to that C and Java and PHP. You can able to see that how to write that particular program. One example that it is being given here. So you can start with the variable x and variable greeting. So what happens in this is if conditions are going to there, if x is greater than 4, this x is greater than 4 and x is less than 12, then the greeting is going to store good morning. Else if x is greater than 12 and x is less than 20, that time greeting will store good afternoon. Else greeting is going to store good evening. So the conditions, based on the conditions that it is going to be. Now in this we have demonstrated that the input will be given as a in between this, that is AND operator is there here, right? So it is going to check with the x value with the things, so that both conditions, if it is satisfied, then it will say good morning. If in this both conditions are satisfied, it is going to say good afternoon. If nothing is satisfied over here, then it is going to say good evening. Okay? So one thing is that the conditions will be written in the brackets and the blocks will be written in the curly brackets. So you should start here. Now you can see properly, you can start here and you have to end here. So the if conditions, that it is going to end here. Okay, it starts here again. Okay, here it starts, here it ends. Is there not here? So else part. So like this only that you should end. This is the proper way of formatting the statements. Okay. Next is about the loops. Okay, so there are while loop is there, for loops are going to be there. Okay, but you can able to use these loops. I can see how to write this particular loop. So example, it is being given. Okay, variable I equal to 0 while I is less than 10, I plus plus. So conditional statement, initialization, condition, and increment. Okay. In this only that you can able to write a number of statements. This is already we used it just to understand what JavaScript is going to support. Okay. Now there is a for loop is there, for loop which combines the common components of the loop, initialization, condition, and post loop operation. So here also you will be going to write within the brackets the conditions, then every statement that ends with the semicolon here also, right? So here also you can see the example it is being given for variable I equal to 0 semicolon, I is less than 10 semicolon, then I plus plus. Bracket started here, bracket ends here, okay, under the for. So in between that you can able to write the programming steps. Then there is a functions are there. Important thing like this. Okay, so there are functions you can able to write. Here is the examples are there. So functions is nothing but one of the function you can able to write. So because any programming language that you will be going to call with the parameters, without parameters, the functions are going to be called. Otherwise it is not going to looks good. So here one important thing is that the function itself is the keyword is there. Function itself is the keyword is there. So you should use that particular keyword. So here is the example it is being given. Function, okay, power x comma y. So one example is being, okay, bracket started here, curly bracket, then variable power equal to 1, for variable I equal to 0, I is less than y, I plus plus, power equal to power into x. Okay. Now you see curly bracket started here, curly bracket ends here. Again for the function it is started here, curly bracket, and curly bracket ends in the function. So this format that you should follow for every programming language. Now here this particular program is written for the function, then how it is getting called, we will be going to call with the power 2 comma 10. You can say any number that you can, that ends with the semicolon here. So once this power 2 comma 10 is there, goes to this particular point, okay, x comma y, so 2 and 10, it loops here. Okay. Finally you will be going to get the output. Returns the power means it is going to be, you will be going to get the output. So if you say that here uh, printf, okay, or echo, or you can say alert. There are so many methods are there. Alert method, that if you want to use it, so alert power 2 comma 10 means when it returns the value, it is getting printed on the screen. If it is going to be 2 raised to 2 means it is going to come at the 4. Okay, answer will be 4. So alert is another method where you can output the value to the screen. Here the alert function makes the browser to show a pop-up window with whatever the past parameters are going to be displayed over there. Here is the example: alert good morning. So this will be displayed on the screen. Good morning. Another method is the console.log. Put message here. So it is nothing but a put message here that it is going to be getting displayed over there. Alert method, you can use it like this. Then if any errors are going to be there in that, so you can able to catch that particular errors. For that we can it will throw some exceptions. So here is a try and catch blocks are going to be there. If you've been studied in the Java, so you'll be knowing about this. Okay, so try and catch blocks are going to be present. So example is the try and catch blocks for this function. Okay, hello is there. If this is not going to be, then error is getting raised. Okay, alert, the exception was caught, so that error message that it is going to be get displayed in this. Okay, okay. Next is about the JavaScript object. It is objects are not the classes, it is just is an object. So JavaScript is not full-fledged object oriented programming language. That's what I said in the beginning. And JavaScript is not full-fledged programming language, it is object-based language. Hence it does not support many of the patterns we expect from the object-oriented language, like inheritance and polymorphism. These two are not supported in the JavaScript. However, it supports the objects. Objects are being supported over here.